Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining me. A home to you and yours. So, today I want to talk to you guys about just how human spiritualists are. We have depression, we get which we work on spiritually. We also find ourselves with anxiety a lot of times, whether it's anxiety that we are actually uh, bringing in, accepting, or when we tap into someone, we feel it. Depending on the spiritualist, it depends on if you can shake it, move it out, heal it, or you carry it with you until you transmute it. Um, I want to give you one wonderful way that I deal with that, with anxiety, with just days where you just feel you can't move forward. You want to hide in your bed and pull the blankets over and just shut the world out. It happens. It happens. We're human. And there are days that you're like that. You got to understand that number one, it could be a reaction that your mind and your body is feeling or reacting to something. So you got to understand, you got to talk to your body. You have to touch the body. You have to say, okay, what's going on? What's happening? Right? I'll tell you, yesterday, all of a sudden, it just hit me. Wham. My whole body was hurting. I was like, Rona, is that you? And it wasn't. It wasn't anxiety. It wasn't anything. It was my body physically reacting to the sudden drop in temperature. I have arthritis and osteoporosis and all that crap, right? So I was like, let me talk to my body. Let me ask, what what do you need? A painkiller. That's it. Something that'll lower my swelling. I'm like, that's it? Okay. Took my two pills, sat down for 20 minutes, had a wonderful conversation with my daughter, and in about 20, 25 minutes, I felt back to normal. It wasn't spiritual, it was a reaction to a sudden temperature drop. And because, we are humans and we're going to have things, right? So that's what it was. And then it reminded me, oh, yes, I forgot to talk to my body this morning. I do have a spiritual routine and I highly recommend it to everyone. Now, yes, you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning because it's the quiet time. Yes, you invest in time for yourself. Yes, you give yourself the space and the time because we are in 3D. We need to stay in 3D to get where we need to process through this pilgrimage so that every other dimension we end up going to when we pass this dimension is in good order. Um, but I want to share with you my fabulous fives. My fabulous fives is in my book, If I Knew Then What I Know Now. And I want to give you guys um, the opportunity to understand the fabulous fives and why a routine is necessary um, for For um, a spiritualist, not only a spiritual, if you have students, you need to give them tools like these. It doesn't make sense if you keep these secrets and you don't share them. So, what are Fabulous Fives? Well, my Fabulous Fives have been moving and growing as I move into my shamanic path. But it's very simple. I water my temple, cleanse it from the inside. So I wake up, and as I'm laying there, I give thanks to everyone that made it possible for me to open my eyes. And as I sit up, I continue praising and thanking, including myself for doing such a great job for my with my body the day before, that my feet are above the ground. Something so simple to finally realize, today is another day. My feet are above ground. I am awake, and I have a brand new opportunity to make it great, right? What a wonderful feeling that is. Your my Fabulous Fives begins with watering my body, doing some kind of energy movement. I need to open my body. I need to stretch where chi is going to pass through, where Reiki is going to go through, where energy is going to use my body as the perfect conduit that needs to be in perfect health and understanding. So this type of spiritual work will happen effortlessly without me having to do anything else during the day. Okay. So some kind of movement. You can do yoga, you can do Tai Chi, you can do Qigong. Um, I like to belly dance, but at 5 in the morning, I'm not allowed. It's too loud. And then you go ahead and you smudge, you rebalance your chakras, your meridians, all other points of entry and exit that you have in the body. Okay. And then you fire your chakras right after you're done with that. Again, this is why I take 2 hours very early in the morning. This is a me time. I then do my cleansing, clean everything that's around me in my room, where I'm doing my work, tidy up. And then I concentrate on the physical cleansing and remove anything that's been attached. Now you might say to yourself, now hold on a moment, won't smudging do that? No, smudging, I'm using the smudging to balance things out. What I'm using to remove my attachments, it's totally spiritual. I don't need a tool for that. That is a God-given talent. I have that. I just have to sit down, think what it is that I need to do, and remove any attachments, any cords, any thoughts and ideas that do not serve me any good. That's all I need to do. And allow my guardians and spirit guides and my ancestors to surround me and transmute that kind of energy away from me. Then I work on focusing, and I focus with meditations. And while I'm doing that, I set my intentions. And of course, I say my affirmations as I am finishing my meditation and my focusing. Now, focusing is meditation because you're going to do it in your meditations. Through your meditations, you're going to set your intentions, your daily boundaries, and your affirmations. Then I call in all my spirit and animal helpers. All of them. I bring them in through prayer, protection, and once I feel that they're all there, once I feel that my energy level has just ramped up, and I'm in that beautiful spiritual bliss, I ground that energy. Those are my Fabulous Fives. That's it. They're Fabulous Fives. You need them, and you need to teach these if you are a spiritual teacher. And as my life keeps progressing and moving and ascending, I'm sure that the Fabulous Fives will end up being uh, a 6 or a 7 or a 10 as we ascend. But for now, this is one of the things that I work on for anxiety. It helps me, it gives me the time that I need to meditate that I usually don't get a chance to. Um, it it definitely helps me with the focusing. It helps me focus on, okay, so what am I going to have for breakfast? What am I going to have for lunch? What am I going to have for dinner? What is my family going to eat? Um, and plan my day. What a wonderful thing. What a wonderful thing. So, yes, this is definitely something that we want to do ourselves every day. It helps you with your anxiety because you're planning your day. There are no surprises, right? And at the same time, it keeps you busy. So there is no real time to feel uh, bouts of depression, um, perhaps feeling badly about oneself. My self esteem always improves greatly, always. It's a good thing to have. It's a good thing to practice. Is it hard? Yeah, it is because you have to have the commitment to love self, to love you, and to make these things happen. One of the other things that I do is a uh, I take a vacation. I open up my Google. I go to a beautiful country with beautiful waters. I love the beach. I love the ocean. And I look for a job. I look for a home, and I use my lunchtime to plan. What would it be like if I went to live in Greece? Well, where in Greece would I live? Let me find a job. I look at the want ads and find jobs that pertain to me that I could do. And at the same time, I find an apartment or a home and see if I can afford it. What a wonderful thing. I am getting away from the minutia of the day, and I'm seeing a different opportunity, a different point of view, a different way of life that when I come back here, I'm like, huh, there is a lot of opportunity out there. How wonderful does that make you feel? So it's important. It's important to do your Fabulous Fives. And it's important to do a Google vacation, plan a Google vacation or a Google relocation. Um, because when you do that, you really do bring down your anxiety level, and you really do not give time to thoughts that don't really help you at all. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for letting me um, give you insight to my Fabulous Fives. And I hope that you build your own Fabulous Fives or 6 or 10 and that you follow them religiously because it does help. It helps very much. And there's a lot of spiritual people out there right now, and they need help because they're feeling the weight of the world and what's happening around us. Can we do it? Yeah, you can. How do I know? I do it every day. And so can you. All you have to do is give yourself permission. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you have a beautiful weekend and see you soon. Bye-bye.